In this video, I'll show you how to find out the roots of a quadratic equation by factorization method. Here I have two examples, number 1 and number 2. Let us first try to factorize equation number 1. We'll factorize, then we'll find out the roots of this equation. This is a quadratic equation, 2x squared plus x minus 6 equal to 0. Then I have 2x squared. In this step, I will leave the coefficient of x, which is 1. I will not write anything, then I'll just give some space. X, here it should be 1. Okay, I'll write 1 minus 6 equal to 0. Here, let's have a look. Here, 2 into 6. 2 into 6, I have 12. Remember, 2 is a coefficient of x squared and 6 is a constant term. Let's not consider the minus sign here. Now, I'll factorize 12. Why I want to factorize 12? Because I want to find out two numbers to fill the gap here in such a way that if I multiply the two numbers, I should get 12. And if I add or if I subtract the two numbers, I'll have to get 1. Okay, let's factorize 12 first. We'll find out the prime factorization. 2 into 6, which is 12. Then 6 will be 2 into 3. Then I'll try to combine the prime factors of 12 to find out the two numbers. Let me first take the first number as 2 and the second number to be 2 into 3, which is 6. Now if I multiply, here I have the two numbers, 2 and 6. If I multiply 2 into 6, I get 12. Obviously it's 12. What if I add? I get 2 plus 6 is 8. But I need 1. What if I subtract the two numbers? 6 minus 2, I get 4. So I don't get the numbers by combining 2 and 6. Let me try combining 2 and 2. 2 into 2, I get 4. And the second number, with the remaining one, that is 3. What do I get? If I multiply 4 into 3, I get 12. Okay. 4 into 3 is 12. What if I add 4 plus 3? I get 7, which is not 1. But what if I subtract the two numbers? 4 minus 3, I get 1. So I'll fill up here 4 minus 3. Instead of writing 1, I write 4 minus 3. 4 minus 3 is 1. Let me separate 4 and 3. 4x minus 3x. Then minus 6 equal to 0. Let me take a common term from these two terms. If I take 2x in common, then from here I have x. And from here I have 2x I take outside, so I have 2. From here also I'll do the same thing, but for simplicity I'll write x plus 2. What should I get? If I take minus 3 into x, I get minus 3x, minus into plus, minus 3 into 2, 6. Next, from here, I have x plus 2 in common. And what is left from here? 2x. And from here, I am left with minus 3. So here I have completely factorized this quadratic equation. X plus 2 and 2x minus 3 are the factors. Now, the product of these two factors is equal to 0. That is, either one of these terms should equal to 0. Either this term x plus 2 should equal to 0, or 2x minus 3 should equal to 0. So what do I have from here? X equal to, I take plus 2 to the other side, I get minus 2. Or 2x, I take 3 to the other side, I get 3. Then x is equal to 3 by 2. Therefore, I got the two roots of this quadratic equation. What are the two roots? Minus 2 and 3 by 2. The two roots of this quadratic equation is minus 2 and 3 by 2. Let me do the second one. Let me do here. Two x squared minus 16x plus 30 equal to 0. In the same manner, I'll write the whole thing, but I'll leave the 16 with a gap. X plus 30 equal to 0. Here I have to find two numbers in such a way that if I multiply the two numbers, it should give me 2 into 30, which is 60. And if I add or subtract the two numbers, I should get 16. Remember, if I add or subtract, I should get 16. Let me simplify 60 and find out all the combinations. 2 into 30, which is 60. Next 30 will be 2 into 15, and 15 is 3 into 5. So these are the prime factors of 60. Now I'll find out a combination. Let me take the first number as 2. And what will be my second number? 2 into 3, which is 6. 6 into 5, which is 30. Obviously, 2 into 30 is 60. But if I add two numbers, 2 plus 30, it gives me 32, which is not 16. And if I subtract 30 minus 2, it will be 28, which is not 16. Let me try the next combination, 2 and 2, which is 4. And the next number should be 3 into 5, which is 15. 4 into 15 is obviously 60. And if I add 4 plus 15 is 19. It does not give me 16. And if I subtract 15 minus 4, I get 11, which is not 16. Let me try the next combination. Let me take 2 and 3. 2 into 3, it is 6. And the other one with 2 and 5. 2 into 5 is 10. 6 into 10 is 60. But what is 6 plus 10? It is 16, which is the number that I need. Therefore, I will fill up the gap here by 6 plus 10. 6 plus 10. Instead of writing 16, I write 6 plus 10. Since 6 plus 10 gives me 16. Okay, let's separate them. 2x squared minus 6x minus 10x plus 30 equal to 0. Let me find out the common term from here and common term from here. If I take 2x in common, then here I'm left with x and here with minus 3. For simplicity, let me write x minus 3 here and find out what is missing here. If I take minus 10 minus 10 into x, which is minus 10x, minus into minus plus 10 into 3, which is 30. So this is true. And from these two terms here, I will take x minus 3 in common. And what is left from here? 2x. And from here, what is left? Minus 10. So here I have completely factorized this quadratic equation. The factors are x minus 3 and 2x minus 10. Here, the product of these two factors is equal to 0. So either x minus 3 should equal to 0 or this term 2x minus 10 should equal to 0. Either x minus 3 should equal to 0 or this 2x minus 10 should equal to 0. From here I get x equal to, I take 3 minus 3 to the other side, I get 3. Or from here I take minus 10, that side I'll get 10. X is equal to 10 by 2 or x equal to 5. So what are the two roots of this quadratic equation? The two roots of this quadratic equations are 3 and 5.